The killing of 13-year-old Karon Blake threatens to turn everything we know about self-defense on its head. Another legal story. Karon died when a resident heard someone breaking into cars at about 4 a.m. The resident confronted Karon. Police say they had a, quote, interaction, and the resident, who left his house a few minutes earlier with his weapon, a gun, shot and killed the teenager. Police arrived to find the shooter giving Karon CPR. One D.C. City Councilwoman tweeted, "Property is not greater than life. Karon should be alive today." Robert Patillo is here, civil rights attorney, Atlanta-based radio host. Robert, always good to see you. Thank you. All right, we can all agree that it would be great if Karon was still alive today. The case is now in the hands of a grand jury. But property may be greater than life, but if I walk out of my house to defend my property and I say, "Hey, what are you doing at this car?" and you run at me and attack me, that becomes self-defense, right?
Absolutely. And that's self-defense under English common law. That goes back prior to the founding of this nation. That is self-defense. I think where people have a misunderstanding is the expansion of the castle doctrine that's happened in the last couple decades in America, where in several states that have stand your ground laws, you are able to leave your property and you're able to use lethal force to defend either others or property. In a place like District of Columbia, you do not have that right. But if someone is an aggressor towards you, particularly given the time, location, circumstances, being after 4 o'clock in the morning during the proceeding of a felony in progress, when there are 2 to 3 other individuals driving a stolen vehicle, I don't believe you'll be able to convict this individual of anything or even charge them with anything besides self-defense unless there's video or other extenuating circumstances to justify such.
What do you make of sort of the enormous community outcry? The District of Columbia knows who the shooter is. The police do. In fact, he works for the city in some capacity. It was a huge issue in D.C. There were protests and on and on and on, to the point that the police chief had to come out and say, "Please stop posting false pictures of people who you think are the shooter on social media."
Well, look, there should be more an outcry about why are 13-year-olds breaking into cars at 4 o'clock in the morning all around the city. There should be outcries about why gangs are recruiting children as young as 10, 11, 12 to commit crimes all throughout the city, all throughout urban areas around the country. And there should be an outcry about the number of young children that never reach adulthood because of these cycles of guns and violence taking place. This man who left his house to investigate this breaking and entering and then ended up having to use lethal force, thereafter called law enforcement and tried to initiate CPR to save the young child's life. The people who drove him there drove off and left him to die. So the outrage is misplaced. We have to put outrage towards understanding this generation of children that's being lost by the system, not attacking legal and lawful gun owners. And as you know, Leland, I'm a gun owner. I'm a Second Amendment advocate. And if I was in the situation of this homeowner, as I think through and thinking through the steps of what my legally protected rights are, I more than likely would have done the exact same thing. And for this reason, I think trying to attack the gun owner as opposed to attacking the system which put this child in.
Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to subscribe. Click the red button to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.